Durk's case is getting better or worse.
Smirk.
Just days ago, paperwork dropped that had everyone thinking this might be.
Wait, hold on. What is it? Motion to dismiss? Well, I don't know what none of that shit mean. I don't know what none of this mean, chat.
Good. Durk's 4 lawyers, led by legal powerhouse Drew Finling, filed a motion to dismiss the entire indictment. But they didn't just attack the indictment. They targeted LA's top federal prosecutor, Bilal Isaili. Durk's team would ask the courts to dismiss the indictment due to the unlawful designation.
Bro, and I got a genuine question, cause I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in law school, so I don't know none of this shit, bro. But I be seeing like some of these cases. I be reading some of them online, bro. Niggas be having 55 murders. A Rico case, got caught with a switch. Nigga, 30 pounds of za. Nigga, and a motherfucking 1,000 brick of coke and get 2 months in jail. Like, how the fuck do these lawyers be doing that shit, bro? Ain't no motherfucking way. As they love, appreciate you for that gift, twin. Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. Nigga got caught with 30 bodies, a hot gun, a gun with a switch and a silencer, 30 motherfucking bricks a kilo, and his ass got 2 months in jail. Boy, that shit be crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
And the unlawful
appropriation of
funding to the office he leads, and to disqualify Isaili and any of the attorneys working under his supervision or paid with funds he has wrongfully received. Now this is what happens when you pay your lawyer the big bucks. They do their motherfucking homework. Isaili was sworn in on April 2nd, 2025.
So is that what it is, bro? The more they get paid, the harder they try? Is that what it is? Is that how it works? Shit, I ain't never been to jail, nigga. Let me knock on wood. I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never had no motherfucking lawyer. And I plan on keeping it that way. So if you pay, okay, I see how it is. You get what you pay for. I see.
Have filed motions against him to dismiss him and his team. He's accused of operating without proper lawful authority, not qualifying for his role, and several recent decisions in federal court.
Nah, this nigga right here on the screen, bro, he definitely a little racist, bro. He definitely a little racist, bro. You can't tell me he don't say the N-word behind closed doors. Just lock one of you niggas up today. Like, he just give me that vibe. I don't know.
Positions for doing similar actions. So Durk's team wasn't just trying to say the indictment was bullshit. They're trying to get the top federal prosecutor in LA fired. A second motion to dismiss would be filed, and this time for the indictment.
Motion for to dismiss?
His team
what
would
the fuck is that?
The indictment leaves them guessing as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperator stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction.
Damn, that ring was big as fuck. Hold on.
Time to meet the demand.
God damn. Nigga, you got a chain on your hand, my nigga? God damn, boy. What they say, D-thing? Shit.
Conviction. In other words, the feds haven't been specific, leaving Durk's team unable to attack specific things they're accusing him of. Because
that's shiesty.
Anyone cooperating against Durk can easily be manipulated into saying what the feds can use to convict him. Everyone knows Durk has been charged with murder for hire, alleging he offered a bounty for the death of Quando Rondo. They'd further allege he used coded language that made it clear Quando's killer would receive money or money opportunities within OTF.
Man, that shit wasn't no motherfucking coded language, nigga. If I know what the fuck you talking about, ain't no way the feds don't know what you talking about, nigga. That shit wasn't coded.
Durk's legal team want to know when, where, and how the coded language was communicated. What were the rewards or opportunities promised for the murder? Durk is accused of directing men to fly to Los Angeles, track, stalk, and attempt to kill Quando. But when, where, how, and who did Durk give these directions to? Durk's team was demanding the specifics so they could specifically target and dismantle each one. Well, some new specifics did drop. The feds would highlight the pressure Durk faced from fans to slide for Vaughn. Apparently, they'd also recover texts between Durk and other members of OTF such
Bro,
as
it be them songs, bro. It be them songs, bro. You rap niggas, bro. It be y'all songs, gang. Y'all be rapping about how y'all spent on 3 niggas block and how you got 4 hats, cuz I think your ass ain't finna go to jail, bro. I hate when I be seeing y'all rappers do that shit, bro. Like Queso, for example, bro. This nigga rapped and rapped and rapped and rapped, nigga, about how he did that to bro. Now look at him. What, 2 weeks ago he got sentenced to life in prison, bro. Well, all you had to do was shut the fuck up, gang. That's it. It's simple.
Durk was allegedly beefing with O Block member Munna Duke, accusing him and O Block of not sliding for Vaughn. One of the cooperators in the case has agreed to testify that him and Booney Mo purchased a vehicle with money from Durk to travel to O Block and kill whatever members they could find. He also agreed to testify that he would have expected to have been paid for the murder, but the plan didn't go.
Well, y'all niggas, y'all Chicago niggas is ruthless, bro.
These texts were from 2023. In 2025, 31-year-old Munna Duke would be killed outside a bar with
R.I.P.
Turning to breaking news from overnight on Chicago's north side. Chicago police say 2 people were shot and killed and a 3rd person was hurt. This happened early this morning near Broadway and Rosemont. It's still unknown what led up to that shooting. So far, no one is in custody.
At this time, no one has been charged with the shooting, and in no way has Durk been connected. If Durk is able to beat this case off a technicality like the prosecutor is illegally working, that would be some insane shit. But in all reality, he'd most likely just get re-indicted, or at least that's what I would assume. It's hard to say if any of this is looking good or at least better for Durk, because the accusations are still punishable by forever.
Nah, Durk, they finna sit you down, gang. They finna sit you down, I ain't gonna lie. You finna get sat down, bro. Cause I ain't heard nothing else about one of his mans who had the wire, bro. They ain't said shit else about that. Like, they just swept that shit under the rug, bro. Like, once he got locked up, it was like, okay, one of his guys had a wire. Now, they ain't say the name, they just swept it under the rug, bro. That shit be so crazy.
Also highlight Durk as showing a repeated disrespect and willingness to impede the judicial process. From phone violations to getting caught with an Apple Watch, the feds would claim Durk has escalated his defiance of BOP rules that keep witnesses and others safe. They find it even more troubling that instead of accepting responsibility, Durk attempted to destroy the watch and impede the investigation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but I highly doubt Durk will ever get a bond in this case. This is going straight to trial. Unless Durk is offered a deal he can't refuse. But that's just my opinion, and we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out. Now, one thing about it, coming from somebody that's been in jail.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
And I feel like the majority of America will never have a Drew Finley. We'll never know what it's like to be represented by a lawyer of that caliber unless you're making crazy money. But when your lawyer or your public defender comes up with a motion to dismiss,
nah, that's facts, bro. If I don't got nobody like them, like Drew Finley, Brian Steele, no top-notch lawyer, nigga, I'm damn near, nigga, I represent my goddamn self at that point. Cause ain't no motherfucking public defender finna come in here and fuck me up. Bro, I seen one shit. Nigga was like, his public defender came in with burn holes in his clothes. It just a whole bunch of ass shit, bro. If you go to jail, try your hardest to not get a motherfucking public defender again. I'm telling you, they gonna sit your ass down quick.
Right. You're thinking to yourself like, oh hell yeah, nah, yeah, they're gonna go for that. Yeah, they gotta throw it away.
Yeah.
I just beat this case, you know. I'm good.
James Law Firm, they can have.
We ain't going for it. The decision is up to them regardless, so they can make something sound great. beating this off a technicality, throwing out the curveball that the top federal prosecutor isn't even supposed to be in his position is crazy. And the fact that so many federal public defenders have all filed against this man, if Drew Findling is able to get him thrown out, that would be insane. But the feds are on top of everything.
Hell yeah, they is.
Durk of having Drew Findlay go on Vlad TV to make Durk look better in the eyes of the public.
That boy Vlad the feds. But hey, 1090 Jake, I got a real life question for you, nigga. Where the fuck do you be getting all this information from, gang? Like, how the fuck do you be knowing this shit, bro? Nah, dead ass. How do you be knowing this shit? Like, that should be crazy, bro. This nigga know everything about every case, every second of that bitch.
Feds are on everything.
I ain't lying.
The DJ Academics interview of him talking about how do you feel when people say slide for Vaughn. They listen to all the lyrics about him talking about slide for Vaughn. They're watching everything. And they're trying to manipulate every situation they can to get the conviction that they essentially want.
Nigga, they already got that bitch, bro. We all seen that interview, bro, where he was on Academics, bro. And Axe said something about slide for Vaughn. And Durk was like, I don't see those comments no more. I don't see those no more. How fucking stupid do you gotta be, bro?
Now, here's the thing. When you file a motion saying, look, we want the specifics. We want to know how coded language was used. We want to know who said what to who. The feds can only respond by letting it be known.
Right.
All right, this is who said what. This is what was said. But when they do that, Durk's team is going to now be able to build a defense towards that. So I don't think this motion was necessarily to dismiss everything. I think it was more so to force the feds to release the information so that Durk's legal team can better attack them and do a better job at defending him when it comes down to trial. I think that this is all tactics right now. We're watching a $1 million lawyer play. He's playing ball. And he's playing ball.
I'm off, hit me when you're on.
And this is a
bet.
big
I'm finna get on in a minute.
This
Probably after this vid.
They just gave him some, crazy bullshit. This is a fucking murder for hire.
Probably after this vid.
Machine guns. This is some big boy shit. Now, as far as them trying to say, oh, he's got phone violations, he was doing 3 ways, that's regular jail shit, bro. Anybody that has people to talk to, whether it's your girl, your family, you're trying to get money, you use up all the minutes on your phone, you use someone else's, that's regular jail shit. Like, that's not, oh, he's putting the witnesses' lives in danger. No, he's not. No one's gonna send a hit like that over a fucking phone. You know what I mean? Or he got caught with an Apple Watch, bro. The man is a celebrity. Who isn't gonna want to have some form of contact with the streets? Whether it's an Apple Watch, an iPhone, whatever he can get his hands on, he's gonna try to get his hands on it. And you can't solely blame Durk for that, because who do you think brought the Apple Watch into the federal jail?
Who?
One of the people working at the federal jail. You know what I'm saying? You're not just sneaking that in. You're not getting it thrown over a fence. I don't know if you've ever seen a Fed building, but they look like fortresses, right? So painting the whole picture that, oh, Durk must have somehow smuggled this in or whatever. No, it's not. Motherfuckers want to have communication with the outside world. He obviously tried to destroy it because he don't want y'all going through the shit. That's regular jail shit. That isn't a threat to witnesses, and he's trying, they're trying to make it sound worse than what it actually is, because he's not the only person doing that shit in there. You know what I mean? This is simple violations, if you want to call it that. But let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comments section. I want to hear what y'all want to say, and I want to know what y'all are thinking. You think that...
Yeah, man, they probably gonna sit Lil Durk down for a good little minute, bro. They probably gonna sit him down for a good little minute.